Hello all, welcome to the new question of constraint motion. In this question, we have to prove that the block B moves with double velocity of the block A. We see that in this question there are two pulleys. One pulley is fixed pulley and other is a moving pulley. The lower pulley which is connected to the block A is a moving pulley because as the block A will fall down, that pulley will also move down with the same velocity as that of the block A. You can see in the diagram that the block A is moving with velocity v1, so the pulley will also move with the same velocity v1, whereas this pulley will remain fixed to the table. Now, in order to find the relation between the velocity v1 and v2, we will use the method of the length of the string will remain constant. So we'll start measuring the total length of the string in this manner. Draw a line passing through the center of the moving pulley and draw a line passing through the center of the fixed pulley. Let's say this distance is x1. Similarly, from the center of the fixed pulley, measure the distance of the block B. So draw a line from the center of the fixed pulley and draw a line up to the block B. So that much length of the string we can call is at x2. Note here that we should always measure the distances of moving objects from a fixed point, and in this question that fixed point is the center of the fixed pulley. Now the remaining part of the thread, which is this one connected to the ceiling, can be called as height h, which is a constant value because you can see that h is the distance between the ceiling and the center of the fixed pulley. Now the total length of the string can be written like this. See, from the ceiling up to the center of fixed pulley is height h, and then next remaining height is x1. Then after that there is a semicircular part of the pulley. Then once again this much length is x1, and then there is a quarter part of this pulley and then distance x2. So therefore we can write down total length of thread as h plus x1 plus pi r plus x1 plus pi r by 2 plus x by 2 is equal to L. You can see this h is this much height over here, then x1 is this much length, then pi r is this semicircular part of the moving pulley, and then x1 is this distance between the centers of two pulleys, and then pi r by 2 is this quarter length of this fixed pulley, and x2 is this remaining distance up to the block B, and this total length of the thread must be equal to L. Now differentiate this equation with respect to time. We'll get 2 times of dx1 by dt plus dx2 by dt plus differentiation of h will be 0 because h is a constant. Differentiation of pi r by 2 plus pi r, which is 3 pi r by 2, that is also 0. And differentiation of length L, that is also equal to 0 because total length of string is constant. Now differentiation of dx1 by dt will be equal to the velocity v1 because you can see in the figure that x1 is the distance of the moving pulley from the fixed pulley. So the rate of change of x1 with respect to time must be the velocity of the moving pulley, which is same as the velocity of the block A, that is v1. And dx2 by dt will be rate of change of x2. As you can see in the diagram that x2 will decrease as the block B will move forward towards the fixed pulley. The distance x2 will decrease, so therefore dx2 by dt will be negative value. That's why we have written minus v2 is equal to 0, and then we can write down that v2 is equal to 2 times of v1. Hence we have proved that the velocity of the block B, which is v2, is equal to 2 times of the velocity of the block A. And if we differentiate one more time, then we can get acceleration. So dv2 by dt will be the acceleration of the second block A2, and dv1 by dt is the velocity of acceleration of first block. Therefore A2 is equal to 2a1.